Namaste and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today on your mat. We will be doing the Mother of Earth and Mother of Heaven asana together. Before we begin the asana, let's ground ourselves here together and slowly begin to warm up the body. We'll take some shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, beginning to coordinate breath with movement, inhaling, exhaling, and then reversing the shoulder rolls. Back, up, and forward. Let's lower the chin to chest and begin a neck roll in the clockwise direction. Completing the neck roll and reversing in the other counterclockwise direction. From here, raising the head up and beginning some shoulder shrugs. Inhaling through the nose, shoulders up, exhaling out of the mouth as the shoulders fall. Inhaling, releasing, exhaling. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Releasing any stale or negative energy. And we'll close our eyes, keeping our hands on our knees. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, spine is straight. Begin to focus on the inhalation and the exhalation. The asana we'll practice today, Mother of Earth and Mother of Heaven, encompasses the many forms of the Mother. Whatever you may identify the Mother as in your life. It could be a mother here on earth. It could be a form of mother in the heavens. It could be our beautiful planet. But whatever form that mother takes for you, today's practice will guide you into the essence of that mother's love. Focusing on your inhalation, breathing the mother's love into your heart. Focusing on the exhalation, breathing that same love back out into the world. And then we'll bring our hands together to practice Mother Mudra. Interlacing the fingers and extend the index finger up, pressing the left and the right index fingers together. The right thumb is over the left thumb. This is Mother Mudra. We will also be practicing the fire breath in this asana. For the breath of fire, Kapalabhati, we inhale and exhale out of the nose. On your next inhale through your nose, inhale about a third of the way, and then exhale forcefully, pumping the navel back towards the spine. You'll repeat this for the breath of fire. Again, exhaling with force, and the inhalation will come naturally. We will practice the breath of fire with the Mother Mudra. With the hands in Mother Mudra, extending the mudra overhead, raising and lowering the mudra, we will begin the breath of fire. We will also be practicing a squat and bow position in this asana. You will come to squat pose, crossing opposite hand to the opposite ankle. From here, you will inhale up and exhale to bow forward. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. If this posture is not in your practice today, please feel free to modify an easy seated pose, crossing the opposite hand to the opposite knee and taking the same bowing movement. Our practice will also explore Mother Triangle pose. For Mother Triangle pose, we will sit between the heels with the knees spread wide, toes touching, back is straight. Your hands will be placed on your knees. If you can't take this pose today, just remain in hero pose with your hands on your knees. Let's come back to seated pose to begin our asana together today. We'll begin this asana sitting in either hero pose on the feet with hands on the knees, or in thunderbolt pose, sitting between the heels with the hands on the knees, fingers spread wide, arms are straight and strong. The back is straight, strong stretch, pulling through the hands. Taking 5 deep breaths here, giving yourself space and time. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll bring our hands to Mother Mudra, interlacing the fingers, extending the Jupiter fingers straight up, pressing the fingers together with the right thumb over the left. We'll silently chant, Mother of Earth, Mother of Heaven, Mother of Earth, Mother of Heaven, Mother of Earth, Mother of Heaven. And then begin to raise and lower the mudra in front of your chest. We'll begin the fire breath here with this motion. As we raise and lower the mudra with the fire breath, it becomes a puja and worship to the great fire within. Completing the fire breath, release the mudra and circle the arms behind you, holding at the feet, bowing forward, rising up on the inhale, bowing forward again. Inhaling, rising up to the Mother of Heaven. Exhale, releasing towards Mother Earth. And then slowly lowering the hands to the floor, lifting up onto the curled toes, rise into standing forward bend. You can hold opposite elbows and hang, or you can reach your hands behind the ankles, pressing the head towards the knees and bending the elbows. From the standing forward bend, press the feet into the floor as you begin to roll up very slowly to standing, arms and hands hanging loosely. Become the smoke of Mother Dhumavati rising from the sacred Dhuni fire. Then circling the arms to overhead pranam, holding the hands at pranam, and then circling the arms down and interlacing the fingers behind your back into Yoga Mudra. From here, inhaling up and bowing down with the mudra behind you. Inhale, lowering the mudra. Exhale, raising it. Inhale and exhale, keeping the chest fully open as you raise and lower the arms behind you in Yoga Mudra. Finally, on an inhale, rising back up to standing, releasing the hands from Yoga Mudra, coming to Pranam at Mountain Pose. Bringing the arms to tight Trident Pose, keeping the shoulder blades back. We'll begin to twist to the right and to the left, incorporating again that fire breath for 30 seconds here. Stopping in the center, lift the arms straight overhead into extended trident pose, and then lower into standing forward bend. From here, jump or step the feet back into downward facing dog. Spreading the palms open, alternating the feet, grounding, feeling the stretch along the back body, as well as the shoulder blades, feeling the grip of the toes and the fingers and palms, taking 5 deep breaths here. And then releasing onto the knees, onto the floor, sitting back onto our heels, and again circling the hands behind us, interlacing into Yoga Mudra, bowing forward into Child's Pose, keeping the hands interlaced behind the back, lower and raise the mudra 1 time, then rising up, back into Hero's Pose, preparing for Mother Triangle Pose. You can stay in Hero's Pose if Mother Triangle Pose is not in your practice today. If it is, place the knees out wide. We'll clap the hands to the front and to the back 5 times. This motion helps to conquer anger and create balance. Then bringing the hands together at horizontal pranam, we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Pressing the palms together. When the pranam is tightened, it is Shakti within Shakti, muscle to muscle. Then coming back onto hands and knees, spreading the fingers out wide, curling the toes under, lifting the hips into down dog, and coming forward into plank pose. Again, pushing back into down dog, forward into plank pose. Exhaling as we push back, inhaling forward to plank. Exhaling to down dog, inhale forward to plank. Exhaling, and again inhaling. Last exhale into down dog. And then we'll lower again onto the hands and knees from Mother Triangle to Easy Pose. You can simply move right into Easy Pose if this is not in your practice today. With the knees wide, lift the knees up with the hands, moving onto the tops of feet, and come into seated Easy Pose. Circling the hands to Mother Mudra, holding the mudra in front of our heart, silently chanting Om Mata 5 times. Om Mata. Om Mata. And again, whatever that element of the mother is for you. And then lowering our hands, coming back to standing forward bend for another Dhumavati rise, becoming those tendrils of smoke rising from the Dhuni fire. Head is the last thing to come up, rolling the shoulders back. We meet in mountain pose at the top of your mat for a warrior series. With the hands on our hips, step the left leg back. Extend the arms out horizontally, and then bringing them back to the hips. Extend again for another breath, and then tilt forward into triangle pose, lowering the hand down into the inside of the right ankle, raising the left arm overhead, looking up towards the raised hand. On an inhale, rise to standing with arms extended, and then bend the right knee, coming into Warrior Two pose. From Warrior Two pose, place both hands on the floor inside of the right foot. We'll rise up and extend the arms overhead, and then lower down to the earth. Inhale, extend, rising. Exhale, lowering. Then bringing the hands to the hips, we'll rise up. Hands again out to warrior two pose and straightening the right leg. We'll tilt forward, bringing the right arm to the inside of the right foot, again for triangle pose. Looking up towards the raised hand. Then on an inhale, rising up to standing, bringing the hands to the hips, pushing off that back left leg, and returning to mountain pose at the top of your mat. We'll take the other side now. So hands on the hips, stepping the right foot back, legs are straight. Extend the arms out horizontally, and then breathing and bringing the hands back to the hips. Again, deep breaths here, inhaling, extending the arms out, tilting forward into triangle pose. Lowering the left hand down inside of the left ankle, raising the right arm overhead, looking up towards the raised arm. Then rising to standing and bending the left knee into warrior two pose. From warrior two, we lower the hands inside of the left foot. On the inhale, we extend overhead. On the exhale, we lower. Inhaling to the Mother of Heaven, exhaling, lowering to Mother Earth. Bringing the hands to the hips and rising to center. Bringing the arms out horizontally again, straightening that left knee, preparing again for triangle pose. Left arm is on the inside of the left foot, with the right arm raised up to the sky. Feeling the stretch between the Mother of Earth and the Mother of Heaven. Rising up again, hands to hips, and we return to mountain pose at the top of our mat. From here, we'll again step that left foot back into warrior two pose. Right knee is bent, left leg is back, arms are out horizontally, palms facing down. And we'll begin a fire breath here while we stand in warrior two pose. Completing the breath, pivot the right foot into fan pose. Feet are now parallel. Tucking the tailbone slightly, inhaling and exhaling, lengthening through the chest and torso, out the top of the head, and then bringing the hands to the hips and hinging at the hips, wide angle forward bend. On an inhale, extend the arms overhead. On the exhale, bend forward. Inhaling, rising up, arms overhead. Exhaling, bending forward. Inhale, rising. Exhale, lowering. Contracting the abdomen. Engaging the thighs. And again, inhaling as we rise to the Mother of Heaven. Exhaling as we lower to the Mother of Earth. Bringing the hands again to the hips. Rising up to center. Pivoting to the right. Step the left leg forward and bring the feet together. From here, we'll jump our feet out and lower into squat pose. Preparing for squat and bow pose, we'll crisscross the hands and hold at the ankles. If you need to modify for this posture, please come to easy seated and cross the hands to the opposite knees. If you're taking the full expression in squat pose, inhaling and exhaling as you bow forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, rising up, and exhale, bowing forward. From here, keep the chest open and begin a breath of fire. 15 seconds, mother fire breath. As you complete the breath, release the hands, bring them forward, and walk the feet into standing forward bend. We'll take a Dhamavati rise here, again becoming those tendrils of smoke, rolling the shoulders back, and returning to mountain pose at pranam. Hands to hips, and this time we'll step back with the right foot into warrior two pose. Arms out horizontally, eyes looking over the left palm, palms facing down. We'll begin a fire breath here in warrior two pose. Completing your fire breath, straightening the left knee, pivoting the left foot in, coming into fan pose, pressing into the feet, stretching the arms, and then bringing the hands to the hips as we bend forward into wide angle forward bend. We rise and lower into this wide angle forward bend. Inhaling, arms rising up, exhaling, bowing forward. Inhale, arms lifting, exhale, lowering. Inhale, rising up, exhale, lowering to the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly bringing your hands back to your hips and rising up, pivoting the feet, bringing the right foot back to the front, returning to mountain pose at the top of your mat. Hands to hips, jumping the feet out wide and lowering into squat pose. Again, crisscrossing the hands at the ankles, inhaling and exhaling, bowing forward. Inhale, rising up, exhale, bowing forward. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. Inhale, rise in the center, and begin your fire breath here in squat pose. Keeping the chest open, leading with the heart chakra. Completing your fire breath, planting the hands in front of you, walking the feet together, slowly rising as Mother Dhamavati, rising from the sacred duty fire. Rolling the head up slowly, rolling the shoulders back. We'll begin standing forward bend, inhaling, arms rising up, exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhale, lifting up, and exhaling, lowering. With this movement, we are receiving the two mothers. As we lift, rising to the Mother of Heaven, we exhale, lowering to the Mother of Earth. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly raising back up to center, hands to the hips. We'll bring our hands to Mother Mudra and begin a 30-second fire breath here. Bring the Mother Mudra out to a horizontal level. We're going to slice the mudra up on an inhale and down on an exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Heaven and earth come together in the Kalinatha Yoga's heart with this movement. Inhaling, exhaling. And then raising the mudra up overhead. And on an exhale, lowering the mudra down to the ground in front of you. Releasing the mudra by releasing the hands and placing them on the floor, opening and mingling the two mothers here. We'll lower into butterfly pose, holding the ankles, bowing one time, and then rising up from butterfly into easy pose, bringing the hands again to Mother Mudra, closing the eyes, and taking 3 deep breaths here, breathing into the heart with the Mother Mudra, the mudra of protection, bringing the hands to pranam, and then lowering the hands to the knees. Slight bow to the head. Feeling the protection and the force of the two mothers. Knowing that mothers come in all forms, in all ways, for all different kinds of reasons. Reminding yourself that everyone deserves the love of a mother. Everyone is worthy of the love of the mother. Letting the essence of this asana guide you through the graceful journey of the mother's love. Listening with our hearts to the message from the mother in each breath that we take. Taking the essence from this asana to move with intention and gratitude in your life. And then bringing your hands slightly cupped above your knees to receive and hold the essence of the mother. And then bringing those hands slowly merging together one last time into Mother Mudra, right at the sacred heart center. Mother of Heaven, Mother of Earth, whatever that idea of the mother may be for you. Bringing the hands to pranam, bringing the pranam to the third eye, and bowing in gratitude for the many mothers that we have here on earth and in the heavens. Thank you for sharing this beautiful practice in honor of the mother with me today. Namaste.